Have you ever searched for something everyone swore was impossible, only to discover it where you least expected? In a quiet kingdom cradled between jade-green mountains and silver-threaded rivers, there lived a young woman named Lan. Though she was the daughter of a powerful minister, her heart was untouched by the lure of gold or silks. Her joy came from smaller wonders, the way raindrops trembled and danced on lotus leaves, the way the wind whispered poems through the bamboo groves, the way roses opened in the tender hush of morning. She was gentle and kind, but there was a depth in her eyes that no suitor could seem to reach. Many tried, men dressed in silks, their words polished smooth, but Lan longed for someone who could see not just the world's beauty, but its soul. One day, weary of turning away endless noblemen, her father made an announcement before the royal court. "My daughter," he declared, "shall marry the man who brings her a true blue rose." The room fell into stunned silence. Blue roses didn't exist, not in this kingdom, not in any. They were the kind of flower that lived only in poems, a dream pressed between the pages of fairy tales. Yet word of the challenge spread like wind through the land. From marble palaces to humble farms, people whispered, "A blue rose? Could it be found?" Some laughed at the impossibility. Others were determined to try. The first was the son of a wealthy merchant. He arrived carrying a rose so vivid and deep in color, it seemed plucked from a piece of the sky itself. But when Lan's fingers brushed its petals, she saw the paint staining her skin. She smiled gently. "It's beautiful," she said, "but it's not real." Next came a nobleman bearing a rose carved from rare blue jade. "It will never wither," he boasted, "a rose that lasts forever." Lan touched its stone petals, cold, hard, lifeless. She shook her head. "It cannot feel the sun, it cannot drink the rain." Others came with clever tricks and pretty fakes. Each failed. Weeks passed. Lan would sit by the garden pond, watching dragonflies skim the water's surface, wondering if love, like the blue rose, was nothing more than a story people told to keep hope alive. Then, one late afternoon, as cherry blossoms swirled on the breeze and the golden light of dusk painted the garden, she heard a voice from beyond the wall. "Tell me," it asked softly, "do blue roses only grow for princes?" She turned and saw a young man in simple clothes, no gold, no jewels, no cloak fine enough for court. His eyes, however, held a quiet brightness. He was a storyteller, a wanderer who traded tales for bowls of rice and the laughter of strangers. He bowed slightly. "I have no rose for you," he admitted, "but if you'll allow it, I'd like to share my stories." And so, each evening, he returned. They spoke of many things, the way stars seemed to hum when the night was still, the way rivers remembered the mountains they came from, the strange and wonderful shapes of clouds on summer days. His words made her laugh. Sometimes they made her heart ache, and without meaning to, Lan found herself looking forward to his voice more than anything else in her days. One evening, as the lanterns in the garden flickered against the deepening sky, he handed her a single white rose. "I know it's not blue," he said, his voice almost shy. "But it's real. It's alive. And it comes from someone who sees you for who you truly are, not what you're promised to be." Lan's fingers closed around the stem. The rose felt warm from his hand. That night, she walked into the great court where her father sat among the nobles. All eyes turned to her. Without a word, she placed the white rose on the table before him. "This," she said, "is my blue rose." The court erupted with murmurs. "But it's white." "It's not rare at all." Her father frowned, puzzled. "Explain." Lan stood tall, her voice clear. The blue rose was never about a color. It was about truth, about love that cannot be bought or carved or painted to look perfect. This rose was given freely, without expectation. It may not be flawless, but it is sincere, and that, she touched the petals gently, is rarer than any jewel. The room grew still. Then, under the glow of the lanterns, the white rose seemed to shimmer faintly, its edges kissed by the softest blue, as if the sky itself had leaned down to bless it. And in that light, everyone saw the truth. Not all beauty announces itself. Not all treasures shine in the colors we expect. Her father's expression softened into a smile. Then let your heart choose. Lon turned to the storyteller. Will you stay? He took her hand, his answer steady and sure. For as long as you'll have me. They wed not in the grandeur of the palace, but in the garden where cherry blossoms fell like blessings from the sky. Friends, family, and strangers who had once been drawn by the challenge now came to witness something far rarer than a blue rose. And though no flower in the kingdom's soil ever turned that color again, the blue rose bloomed every day, in the way they laughed together, in the way they listened, and in the way they never forgot to see with their hearts. Because sometimes the most impossible things don't come from magic, but from love, honesty, and the courage to look beyond the surface. So tell me, if you were asked for an impossible gift, what would you give? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more magical tales that touch the heart.